Now that demo was nice to me. Alright, so we're gonna give this a run. Obviously, this carpet's kind of gross, so I'm gonna use the bag system. I've actually been, this thing that he gave me when he sent me the 6594 makes me want to use this machine more, so there's the 6594. This is already pretty full. I've got a lot of these Hoover Y cloth HEPA bags, and it came with a really nice one. He sent me a really nice one with it, but it's a really nice one, so I'm gonna save it. It's right here. So I'm just using one of my kind of like generic ones, but still works better than any paper bag. You can see I also made a little homemade filter. I cut it a little too big, but it did work. I just traced the bottom of it while it was sitting on an old towel. You can see it's, after 1 day of use, already right there. And there's a lot of sheetrock crumbs in there, you know, when you're doing demo. And it just kind of comes off in clumps. And it seems to be keeping it pretty clean in here, but I put that rag down there in case any dust does get by this thing. It doesn't go into the motor, because that might actually have better filtration than this does. You'd be surprised how much these silly twin chamber systems actually catch, especially these filters, which this needs a new filter too. So I just, whatever one I'm not using just sits right there, because this is the one that I'm going to be doing a review on, but I'm going to do some natural dirt videos with it and stuff, and maybe a couple mess tests with it before I clean it really well for the demo and review. Sometimes it's kind of a pain in the ass to get in there. It kind of is going to start scuffing right there a little bit. It's alright. This thing is already so beat to hell. But it still functions pretty well. Like, it still cleans very nicely. And the upper half is okay. If I wanted to restore this thing, it would need a whole new base. And then this would need to be replaced. And then these two clips over here, which I might even buy in its current state, because I'm getting so sick of having to glue these on over and over again. I've glued these clips back on so many times. But the main problem is the base, and I would have to buy like literally a whole new base, which includes a motor. Well, the motor's good, so if it came down to it, I could find a motor, but you can see I've got a random rinky-dink setup holding this together in here. This side is so messed up that the screw that I had in there fell out and it wouldn't stay in anymore. And then glue basically holding the brushes in. A little bit of silicone adhesive trying to fix this cracked brush. So yeah. And then if you look there, broken. And before I do the demo and the review, I'm going to clean this thing really well, and just kind of make the best of it for the demo and review. Review comes first, obviously, for me anyways. But yeah, clean it as well as I can, and just make it look really good for the review and then the demo. But for now, we're going to be doing maybe a couple mess tests with it, and some, well, just normal natural. Now, one thing I don't like about this machine is there is no cord clip. It's kind of annoying. Is that like meant to be some kind of cord? No, I don't think so. But yeah, there's no cord clip on this, but it does function. That's what I forgot at the hardware store. God damn it. I forgot to pick up a light bulb for it. You know, what vacuum am I not using much right now that take that light bulb? Power room. The power room and this V2 have been switching light bulbs for like so long. They've been sharing the same light bulb. And it's sad because I just forget every time. They're only like $1 for two. thing actually isn't too bad to use on this. That switch is also broken. This is a mess. Too much cord, man. I already vacuumed in here earlier, but whatever. With this thing. Switch it to the highest setting. I don't know what the heck. Oh, it's water dripping from these hoses here. Pretty good. Now, for how beat up the bristles are on this thing, it still grooms so well. I mean, look at these bristles. And so there's two, one soft and one stiff on each side. And all that's left on this side is the soft ones. Because these stiff ones are obviously not really there anymore. Let's see. I'm watching a live stream, by the way. I've already done a shout out to this guy on my channel before. And I did a little mess test for him because it was his birthday. Oh. Look at this. Yeah, so there's where the motor intake is, and there's where the dirt comes from. This is getting heavier and heavier every use.
No, that's like not like the kind of thing that I would necessarily.
Yeah, so we're about there now. I really love cloth type of bags. These feel more clean and proper to me. I also got some for my smart pack, so I will actually be able to use that more now. Not like I wasn't able to before, but because those paper bags let so much dust through, with my smart pack I had to keep taking it down in the motor because I'm like, crap, there's so much dust going into that motor. And I don't like dust being in my motors, but I hate taking apart vacuums because the more you do it, the more they don't like to stay together anymore. I really wish there was like some rubber right here or something. So yeah, so that's that. You can see it really does groom and fluff the carpet really nicely actually. Which a lot of my vacuums actually flatten this carpet, so I guess it depends on what way your brush will spin. Like my Victory actually kind of flattens this carpet. But here's a smart vac. I just used it earlier today with sheetrock dust. Or not really sheetrock dust, but just sheetrock demo with the little clumps when you hammer it and it just kind of falls apart. And these are very generic, and so are those that are in that. Which those I bought for the Legacy, which takes A bags, but Y bags work. They're just a little bit shorter, so you just gotta make sure you don't make them too heavy. And then for the caddy vac, which is upstairs above this floor, but in my sister's temporary room since we're ripping apart her current one for her actual room. So you can, that's all sheetrock chunk things in there. Just look how clean they look. I mean, they're nice and soft, and they like scratch. And this thing does seem to have more airflow now. It was pulling stuff in from like over here. So, but yeah, let me turn my flash on. Prefer not to have to. Nice, just do one video on one take for once. So you can see it nice and clean in here, and there was definitely a little bit of sheetrock dust, plus just this fine dust, very, very fine dust. Might have even been finer dust than what is sheetrock dust, but I don't remember. But it was very fine, and it was just super deadly to vacuums, except that bag. It's clean. Plus, it's got a brand new, and I got 3 of these generic Filtrate pre-motor filters, 3 of those, and they're in my vacuum parts collection here somewhere. And then I also got, so I got 3 generic paper bags, 3 of those pre-motor filters, and this, all for $10. Not a bad deal. And here's this new HEPA filter. Definitely is generic-y, but I mean, clearly it's pretty HEPA-y looking. Plus, it also seems like I could possibly wash this to get by until I find a new one, because just rubbing my nail along it, nothing's happening. Which the Hoover ones, if you do that, they'll fall apart. So this, as long as I just run some calm water on it, maybe spray some spick and span on there and just run water on it, it might work until I find a new filter. But yeah, cloth bags, guys, if you can find them, like I got in here, there is 6 bags. That was $6 for 6 cloth HEPA bags. I already have some of them out, and they're way back in there, and then one in here, obviously, because I got 2 of 6, 2 6-packs. So, and then this just goes in there. And one thing I like about these smart vacs is, think about it. This is your seal. You're replacing that seal every time you replace this filter, which I really like. Seals do go bad from the heat, believe it or not, especially where this is when your heat comes out of the vacuum. And then both my Victories, I think I did a video on it, right? They both got new pre-motor filters, but they sent me the wrong post-motor filters, so I actually took the old pre-motor filter from my Daily Driver Black Victory, took the old pre-motor filter, used that in this as a post-motor filter, and I'm going to use one of the wrong post-motor filters they sent me and cut it up. So next time I take this down to the motor, I'll make one for this. But yeah, they sent me the wrong ones. But I don't really care because they were super cheap. It was like $3 for 4 filters, which I was under the understanding that I was only supposed to be getting post-motor filters, which is after the exhaust, or the exhaust filter. And I ended up getting 2 pre-motor filters and 2 incorrect exhaust filters. So yeah, I was kind of pissed off.
Yeah, I was just smiling because I was thinking about something.
Because I was just wanting the two post-motor filters, 2 post-motor filters, but I ended up getting 4. Yeah, it was confusing, but still, only $3. So, whatever. Oop, ow. Out the vacuum and out of my toe. But yeah, so you can definitely tell this thing's still got some oomph left in it, even with how beat up it is. I mean, look at this lean. Nowhere near as bad as these Victories lean. And look how much you can just move the base around. And that one the black one might even be worse. Yeah. And it just seems to be a Victory thing, honestly. But yeah, this thing I got for $9 at a Salvation Army. So, yeah. And this thing, I don't know how to date it, but I would be willing to say that it was made. Where is the serial number? I think these were made in more of like an 02, 03, 04 even range. But where is the serial number? Oh, Y12. That's the series. Where's the series? Oh, serial number. Is this the serial number? Oh, it is. There's no way this was made in 2012. Maybe it was made on the 120th day of 02, maybe? Or, yeah, I think that might be, I think it might be an 02. But I don't know if you guys know how to date these. Here's the sticker.
The super straight thing.
There you go. So just pause the video and then look at it and see if you can find the date. And if you do that, I don't know, make you a video if you want me to do a mess test for you or something. I'll do it with this vacuum since you found me the date for this vacuum.
Bagged or bagless? I prefer bagged. Nope, I prefer bagless, but bagged is better. Do you like the feeling?
So yeah, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Peace.